question is little.
How many?
So,
8,000.
I represent 10.
I'm from how many are asking for?
Supported by 43 more from
I do not know how many, at least 100, the candidates must have called us individually, but who have not
I
participated.
think they have a figure.
108.
108. Mr. Kaushik, if you can just ask somebody, any of your team from the NTA, to just do this physical exercise of telling us even at lunch or after lunch, how many total students are involved in the matters before the, not involved, but how many students have moved the court in this batch of cases?
Lords, with utmost respect, my lords, that may approximately 108 are seeking reconduct of the examination.
Counsel,
50.
108 who are seeking re-exam are amongst 108,000.
No.
Yes.
No, they'll be outside 108,000.
We are outside 108.
They can't be. They can't.
Because 108,000 would get, they have succeeded.
They are not seek re-examination at all.
I represent
So all those who have not been able to
Yes,
clear.
yes.
They are not.
some people within 108 are also before your lordships, because they say
They will not get into government medical.
They will
not
not
get into government.
they will get into it.
My lord, in my picture,
seeking re-examination.
in my picture, 700. In my lab picture, my lab, there are 5 candidates. One of them.
Now in charge, unless we ask a question to some other council, the others may not interrupt, because otherwise, our line of thinking is also affected. And he is deflected also. He has a thought process in some matter, yes.
Out of total. They are not in mission. I'm on your side, man.
Also, Brother Mishra has a point. What is the minimum mark which has been received by the petitioners before the court? We just want, you need not give us an offhand answer, just do it at lunch and tell us.
My lord, can I have one thing, my lord? In 5 petitioners in my petition, my lord. One is having, my lord, 700. Another is having 600.
How will we be able to, just wait for a minute. Let's have the conceptual basis of the matter. We can't go in individual facts like this. Let's have the concept very clear before us, and then we can see where the balance lies. Yes, Mr. Wood. We'll hear you. We're not going to run away. We are here to hear you and do justice to the matter.
Qualifying marks are 164. Done this exercise. There are 131 students who are not falling within 108,000, and they are playing for retest. 130, and there are petitioners, and there are 254 who are falling within 108,000. They are opposing them. Not that statistics can assist your lordship either way, but factually this is the position.
So 131 students beyond 108,000 who want a retest, and
254, they are in the form of IAs, not for implement,
Who are opposing.
for opposing the retest. They are fall within 108,000.
The figures may not always be right, my lords, because I represent somebody who falls within.
Yes, that's true.
And whose rank is about 2009. But, sorry, my lords, we'll work out the figures in common with Mr. Corday.
now tell us also what is the cutoff rank for the 56,000 and for the 108,000.
May just one clarification, conceptually. Anybody who is above the 50th percentile qualifies, in the sense that if somebody above them also does not go into medicine, goes into IIT, for instance, there will be a figure. So passing is 164. Passing is 164, but admission is a dynamic process, may stop at 1 lakh, may stop at 1,50,000, and depending on the particular quota or reservation or whatever is available. 164 is the cutoff mark. 164 means that you are above the 50th percentile. So about half the people have a qualification to be allotted a seat, but not everybody will be allotted a seat. So it's a dynamic process. There is 108,000 seats available. Some of them may not opt for medicine, some may go into IIT, this, that, and the other. The figure will come down. And also depending on whether you have a reserved category or something. So it is not, so it is dynamic, but roughly saying, I think the last figures will stop at 2.5 lakhs, rank wise. That's
Well, let's hear Mr. Huda now. Yes, Mr. Huda.
So, my lord, I'm
You
starting.
can summarize your case, you say.
Yes, yes, I'll just summarize, but it will, you have to give me a space, please. थोड़ा सा पीछे. Lord, I'm starting with a handicap. I do not have the result. Because of that, I cannot have the data analytics, which the state has placed, NTA has placed on record, giving the bell curve. And Lord, one of the director of IIT Madras is a member of the governing body of NTA. They have run the data analytics process,
Taking the entire number of 23,33,000 candidates who sat in the examination.
data analytics is to be run to 23,33,000 people. At what stage 10,000 or 20,000 people have sneaked into it? This data analytics
Running into half a page, which every dot means thousands of people. You cannot detect. Into thousands of candidates. This honorable court has not tolerated, even if it comes to a conclusion that 1,000 people have entered into the system of this 1 lakh, which we are not able to detect. This examination cannot be sustained.
Well, that's one aspect about what IIT Madras has done. Now, what about how do you develop? Now you can develop the basic case that you have.
I'm demonstrating that IIT Madras can't be relied upon.
Because they have taken the entire body of 21.33 lakhs.
That's right.
And according to you, that data analytics should have been done on the restricted figure of 1,08,000 and compare that with 2021, 22 and 23.
So great. And Lord, the governing body member is the of NTA is the director IIT Madras. There is a conflict of interest, Lord.
No, but therefore, you take it, I mean, what is at the highest, what does that lead to? Your argument is that the data analytics has been done by NTA itself.
Correct. That's right.
It can't be higher than that.
And apply.
That's because the director of IIT Madras is also on the governing body of NTA.
That's right.
Actually, he is not.
He's not there.
He is present in the court on my request. He says he is not on the board of directors of NTA.
Oh, I see.
He was an outsider whose not expertise.
But anybody from IIT Madras who is on the governing body of NTA?
He was. Somebody else was.
Was means in the past.
In past.
Today IIT Madras has nobody from IIT Madras in NTA.
When was that password when he exited?
But the director who has prepared this report.
Mr. Solicitor, just sit for a second and ask them what the position is so that you can have a seat.
I'm not where you are a member of just this is not the way it is done. Please don't do this.
I have not attended any board, not your
Member. He's not a member. Any other person who is a member.
I'm not seventh person. What's the previous guy?
When?
I said now, Mr.
subject to further verification. But the IIT, whichever IIT organizes JEE examination, IIT JEE for selection in, the chairman of that examination committee is ex officio member in NEET, NT. But the office, the director who has prepared this report is not the member, but some Mr. Gopal.
Now, the IIT JEE for 2024 was held by IIT Madras or who else?
IIT Madras for selection in. The chairman of that examination committee is ex officio member in NET, NT. But the office, the director who has prepared this report is not the member, but some Mr. Gopal.
Now, IIT JEE for 2024 was held by IIT Madras or who else?
IIT Madras. He is the chairman of that IIT JEE examination. Chairman of IIT deputed somebody to attend meetings of NT.
Oh, I see.
He ex officio is there to use his expertise.
So I'll just take it down. IIT JEE for 2024
was conducted by IIT Madras.
Yes.
And the chairman of IIT who conducts IIT JEE, ex officio is a member of NTA.
And what role does NTA have in regard to the IIT JEE?
Nothing.
There's no.
He is.
Just ask the director.
NTA conducts JEE.
So the actual NTA, the actual IIT JEE mains are conducted by NTA.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So IIT Madras would only set the papers, or what happens?
No, they would conduct the examination. JEE advanced they conduct, JEE mains is conducted by NT.
Advanced, NTA doesn't conduct. So IIT JEE Advanced is conducted by whom?
NTA.
No.
IITs.
IITs or one IIT?
It is conducted by IITs. One become the organizing IIT. This year it was IIT Madras.
Okay, so like the CLAT.
Yes.
So this year, the IIT JEE Advanced, the organizer was IIT Madras.
Correct.
Okay.
And he has gone into city-wise as well as center-wise analysis.
Now, when you said that the chairperson of IIT JEE is the ex officio member of NTA,
Governing body.
of the government, is ex officio a member of the governing body?
Yes, it's a governing body. It has no correlation with the activities of the conduct of the exam.
So the IIT JEE, the chairperson. So this time, who was the chairperson?
I took this time chief. He was the chair.
He was the chairperson. He deputed one Mr. Gopal Krishnan to attend the meetings on his behalf.
No, but who was the chairperson? The director of IIT Madras was the chairperson?
Yes. For G. Because IIT Madras was the organizing body.
So IIT Madras was the organizing body both for the mains as well as advanced, or only for advanced?
Only advanced. Mains was conducted by NT, by us.
Entirely. But IIT Madras's director was an ex officio member of the
Governing body, which is a a kind
Of
of a policy
NTA.
making.
Of NTA. And is he an ex officio member only for this year or generally?
He would be, whichever IIT conducts the exam of
For that year, he becomes a member of the government. All right, I got it.
But I must tell your lordships, my lord, that what is placed in the report is, my lord, for, say, a city-wise spread of top
So
100 rankers.
this time the director IIT Madras would be ex officio member of the governing NTA, but he had deputed somebody else on his behalf to attend the meetings.
One Mr. Professor Gopal Krishna.
Lord,
And I have city-wise and center-wise.
so that I'm explaining.
City-wise spread of top
So
100 rankers.
this time the director IIT Madras would be ex officio member of the governing NTA, but he had deputed somebody else on his behalf to attend the meetings.
One Mr. Professor Gopal Krishna.
Lord,
And I have city-wise and center-wise.
so that I'm explaining.
A deputed professor or doctor?
Gopal Krishna. Professor Gopal Krishna. But if my learned friend is going on the question of bias, that may not help here. I have sat with him, my lord, I have examined everything which he has done. Yeah, I can show it to your lordships, and my lord, it is city-wise, center-wise, and at the national level.
Yes, Lord,
Just so that there is no.
That can indicate when your turn comes. Notice. All right, now tell us.
And center-wise, the first table is, my lord, the bell curve of 23,000 people. 23 lakh people. The second table is city-wise top ranker analysis, the top 100, how top 100s are spread over across the cities. Then there is a table which gives
Can we do this, Mr. Huda, to understand your submission? Can we just look at the report of IIT Madras?
Yes,
They have
I
referred to?
straight away demonstrated.
Let's go straight there because
Yes,
let us first understand what they have done.
Yes, that's great. Lord, may kindly see the reply filed by them on 10th of July.
Just 1 second. Seal number कौन सा है भाई ये? Union of India.
Additional affidavit dated 10th of July filed on behalf of respondent number 2, my lord.
28 dated 10th of July.
Correct, Lord. That's right. Lord, this is respondent number 2. Annexure A, Lord. Page 12.
अरे page 950 तो है ही नहीं बोलता.
Is this a union?
It's analysis of the 17 candidates or no?
Lord, this annexure is data analytics of NEET UG 2024, annexure A.
Lord, it may be part of the petition filed by Shivangi Mishra. Item
Shivangi Mishra?
7.1, so that was the first.
Yes.
Yes. Mishra's case, my lord, because they didn't file it in my case.
Yes.
Yeah, we got it.
But copies are served on.
Yes,
That is
copies are.
report from IIT Madras, pages
Yes.
12 to 18. Let's see that.
Yes, now, you see, and at page 12 is, there's an executive summary given on page 1. And then, the charts. Executive summary, indicates they have gone all the way to explain, if I can read it, the executive summary.
Yes.
Marks distribution follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination indicating.
Just 1 second.
Executive summary, short summary. Marks distribution follows bell-shaped curve that is witnessed in any large-scale examination, indicating no abnormality. City-wise and center-wise analysis done for 2 years, 23-24, to find out if there are any abnormal indication. Analysis is carried out for the top 1.4 lakh ranks, given that the total number of seats across the country is around 1.1 lakh. This analysis is granular enough to indicate any abnormality had a large number of students gotten into high rank top 5% due to malpractice, or if students from a particular exam center or city were benefited. The analysis show that there is neither any indication of mass malpractice nor a localized set of candidates being benefited leading to abnormal scores. I would say this is beyond their brief, what they are stating here. D, there is an overall increase in the marks obtained by students E part. There is an overall increase in the marks obtained by students, specifically in the range of 550 to 720. This increase is seen across the cities and centers. This is attributed to 25% reduction in syllabus. That's not their case for them to say. In addition, the candidates obtaining such high marks are spread across multiple cities and multiple centers, indicating very less likelihood of malpractice. Lord, if I can take just one moment here. NTA, the government of India, in their reply is talking that they're attributing two reasons for this exponential inflation in the marks. Two reasons are there is 22 to 25% syllabus reduction and hence the inflation. Two, increase in candidates. Nowhere there is a whisper that there was increase in the syllabus that we have placed on record. If not more, at least corresponding. So, if I can say so, the reply is not giving a full disclosure for oblique reasons. If they are talking about deleting the syllabus, they should simultaneously talk about increase also. At least they should disclose it. I will show the increase part of the syllabus. I will come to it. So there is an increase and decrease both. But this IIT Madras is talking about 25% reduction. Probably they are not given the papers that there is an increase also. And why IIT Madras will not?
Let's look at the data.
Yes. Now kindly see the first table. This table, blood, is for 23 lakh people. They say it is a bell shape. And any large examination will have a similar kind of a shape. And hence, there is no red flags. Now, starting from extreme right, where 720, now it is going up to the marks. Now, at every stop, there are thousands and thousands of people. This one line, which encapsulate about 24 lakh people, cannot give them any abnormality if 10,000 have gotten into this system through a back door and there is an inflation. Inflation is admitted, leak is admitted. They are trying to justify it that it should be the same curve, and it is the same curve. So this is no indication that there is no abnormal. That is my respectful submission. Because of the data is too large, which can't be caught. Granular variations can't be seen with this large data.
Now we'll kindly see the next table. They say the city-wise top ranker analysis. Plot of the marks obtained versus number of candidates for all the candidates who took the examination. Similar analysis was carried out by NTA for every city, and the results followed the same distribution. This was verified by IIT Madras team. This further strengthens our view that there was no major abnormality. There can be abnormality, but there is no major abnormality which can be caught by this system if this Python software is run through 24 lakh students' data. Now, we can see center-wise top ranker analysis, which they say that there are city-wise. There are 571 cities. They say first top 100 are evenly spread, and then the data they give is only with regard to 17 students.
Bangalore, Karnataka 5, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh 4, Kota, Rajasthan 3, Tamil Nadu 3. Now, they are leaving us in darkness because they have the data, we do not have a data. So whatever they are saying, we are trying to analyze and find that is it correct or not. Now, the same story runs through all their tables. Can you see the next table?
You can read it. But I can give, there is no difficulty. Just to
all right. I'll read the narration also.
Only a minute, just to give the context. This chart shows that out of students who got first top 100, and we are not counting those 1563. Please don't count them because they become a separate class.
My only limited objection is why send only for 17 people? Why don't they give a data for 100?
I'm answering that. Please allow me to. If you listen to it. In Bengaluru, just to show the difference, in 23 there was 1, here it is 5. Maximum in India, the city which got 100 ranker is 5 in Bengaluru, Lucknow 4, Kota 3, Namakkal 3, Patna 2. Rest are 10101.
But do you have the breakup of the top 100 ranks?
Yes.
Top 100 ranks, if you can give us what cities do they come from? Because we have now got the data for the 17, 5 and 4, 9 and 3, 12 and 15 to 17.
Rest would be 1010.
If you can just give us in a chart, you can set it out and give it to us and give it to the others also. That if we take the top 100, which are the cities from which they are?
Our counter affidavit at page 118, we have shared the 100 side also, and we have placed it.
Just give it to us separately right now.
Yes.
You have it right now, just give it to us.
Separately, it is annexed to our counter affidavit.
Where is it? It's just page.
Your counter.
Page number 118.
Counter of NTA.
Item 7.
Vanshika, yes, sir. 1 100 कहाँ से बने?
So with 91.
They are spread to 91 places, but these 5 are top. Bangalore has maximum students, 5 who are in the first 100. Rest would be 10, 10, 10, etc.
You said 950, no? Affidavit on behalf of NTA?
Yes, my lord, 118, annexed R19.
A19.
R19. PDF page 121.
121.
PDF 120.
121 is some Wakalatnama.
Annexure
Analysis of top 100 candidates.
are like
Counter affidavit on behalf of NTA.
additional affidavit of NTA.
Additional affidavit of NTA.
The petition number would be writ petition number 35 of 2000.
Correct. So one Vinod Kumar Sahu is the deponent?
Yes.
Right, got it.
There we have got the annexure A1 is a performance analysis of 17 candidates of Patna, Bihar.
Yes.
A2 is copy of screenshots of messages.
Correct. Same.
Now, which is the chart that you're referring to?
118. But in the entire country, the analysis of top 100 candidates.
Where is that actually?
Annexure 19.
That exactly.
118, my lord, annexure 19, R19.
118. इधर में तो 118 होगा.
Additional.
It's continuous page PDF 1070. 1070.
There's no top ranker.
इसको देखें कब से.
This is the addition.
Sound.
This is
So, my lord, here they have given center-wise toppers for all 100.
Right. So first is Guntur.
That's it.
But can your lordships come to 121?
Yeah, we got it.
We have 121.
Yes.
Please see Lucknow.
See which one?
Lucknow, my lord. Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, my lord. Left hand side, first column, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. 2, 1, 1. Your lordship gets, my lord? Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh is the state, Lucknow is the city, and SDSN Mahavidyalaya is the center. From that center, out of 100, 2 candidates fall into 100, first 100. Then in Lucknow, Loyola International, 1 student, and Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow Central Academy, 1 student. Total up to 4. And therefore, in the report of the IIT Madras, they mentioned Lucknow as 4.
Lord, may at the same page, Lord, may kindly see at page 120, there are 9 people, 8 people from Jaipur, which they have not captured in the table. Kindly see the Jaipur, my lord. Page 120. Jaipur alone has, my lord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 people.
Sir.
They have captured 2. They have not captured 9.
You're right. 1, 2, 3,
Nine.
4,
It is
5,
nine.
6, 8, 9 probably. 6.
No, 8 seconds.
7 people from Bihar, my lord, in this.
Uttar Pradesh, we get 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 4.
Yes.
That 3 from Lucknow, 2 from Noida. Lucknow 4. Lucknow 4, no?
Well, the purpose is to show that they are spread over, that in Lucknow, there are only 4. out of total 23 lakhs who appear. But just to show that if there would have been any stage of practice, in one center there would be a spike. That's the intent.
Bihar, there are 7, right?
Yes,
Bihar, there are 7. Yes, madam.
6. State-wise, Bihar, there are 7.
Yes,
Right?
yes, madam.
Then Haryana, how many?
Pradesh 7.
Gujarat, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Haryana 3. 4. Haryana 4, my lord. And Lord, may kindly notice Haryana 4 is in a situation, if I can be given a moment here.
Yes.
There was one Hardyal school in Bahadurgarh where 8 people were from the same center. And the story of that center is, Lord, the paper distributed in that center, 500 odd student, was taken from Canara Bank. Paper was
That's a different issue.
That's a different issue, but I'm showing it. It has a relevancy.
But Haryana, there are 4. There are 4 in the top hand. Top.
But there were 6 people in the top, which are not, they are not there now. Because what happened, Lord, in Bahadurgarh, Lord, that's one other glaring thing I just want to state here. NTA never disclosed it. That in Hardyal school, Jhajjar, the question paper taken from Canara Bank was distributed. That paper was taken. There was absolutely no delay in distribution of paper. The principal of the school is on record on YouTube. Even here it can be shown. She says that we collected paper from SBI as well as Canara. Ultimately, the instructions came that you distribute paper from. Allow me to state it.
It's a different issue. We will not fight
that which you have never disclosed on affidavit till now. And I will demonstrate in that's a very clinching issue which they are getting agitated on that. Paper taken from SBI as well as Canara both. The paper was distributed which is taken from Canara Bank. The entire country was giving the paper taken from SBI, but Hardyal School, Bahadurgarh paper was given, distributed, and ultimately full time was given and paper was taken on the basis of Canara Bank. Answer
that we should call it from.
Now, what happened is, just if I can complete it, what happens is the principal says that after about 40 minutes I conveyed it that we were told Canara Bank and now the students are attempting
Canara Bank question paper. Then the instructions to her was that all right, if it's already 40 minutes, so let them do Canara Bank. They did Canara Bank. Ultimately, what they did not disclose it to anyone, but they gave grace marks to everyone in that school. And because of those extra marks, 6 people got 720 out of 720. 2 students from the same center got 718 and 719. Thereafter, this was a grace mark scheme.
Of course, thereafter fresh examination was held.
No, Lord, I would, Lord, that is impinging upon the entire system there. Now, initially, they arbitrarily gave grace marks for which they were not entitled to at all. Now, this is how they have given grace marks across the country. There was absolutely no justification because they have not come clean on that. Here, they should have said, in Bahadurgarh, a different paper was given. That is why we are holding a re-exam. Fine. First, they said that there was a delay in distribution of paper. There was a loss of time and hence grace marks. When they were caught in this court, then they appeared before the Honorable Other Coordinate Bench and said, now we are having a re-examination. So please do not go into how we gave the grace marks to this 1,561 people. 1,563. So the question that how they gave grace marks to 1,563 people on account of loss of time has not been examined by this Honorable Court. They, in their reply, they say that the issue stand resolved because we have had a re-exam.
My question is, Lord, that how in the first instance they identify 1563 like the center in Bahadurgarh, and to hush up the matter they say we have a re-exam. Now, Lord, if it was on account of loss of time, they should have given opportunity to everyone in the country. That wherever there is a...
Mr. Huda, that has attained finality. Our court dismissed that. Our court has upheld the re-examination.
No.
Initially, they decided to give grace marks to everybody. That was when that was done. There were representations. They said they told us last time that there were representations. Thereafter, they decided to revoke that because a fresh committee was appointed, and they decided to have a re-examination. Is that correct?
My respectful submission.
I may have to interrupt here only for a moment, my lords.
Later.
Lord, my respectful submission is, Lord, this. In the first instance, they indulged into pick and choose for identifying 1563. One classic example is of Bahadurgarh. Then, Lord, nobody knows how they picked up 1563. And re-examination, Lord, the people who were not entitled to get this chance again, got the chance again. And out of this, Lord, number, out of the total, out of 1563.
Out of 1563, how many make it into the 108,000?
Yes, Lord, that's an interesting question. They have not disclosed. But out of 1563.
Tell us. That's the proof of the pudding isn't that.
Yes, sir.
Out of the 1563 who got the retest, how many actually have made it?
Which included 8 top ranker from one center.
We'll find an answer to that.
Now, Lord,
see, I've done now in the top 100. These cities gave reputations high. These are not the top 100. Huda, when you were arguing, I've just from that top 100, I've done an analysis. The maximum from the states, you said they had disclosed data only for 4 or 5 states.
Yes.
Now, Andhra Pradesh got 7 in the top 100. Bihar 7. Gujarat 7. Just check this up. Ask your team to check it up. I've just done it manually. Andhra Pradesh 7. Bihar 7. Gujarat 7. Haryana 4. Delhi 3. Karnataka 6, Kerala 5, Maharashtra 12, Punjab 6, Rajasthan 19, Tamil Nadu 8, UP 6, and West Bengal 5.
That's right.
So it appears that this spread in the top 100 marks is distributed across the country.
Yes, Lord,
this covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 states, and 12 states and 1 UT.
That's right.
That's right. On this 1563, I just want to point out one fact. The people who got re-examination opportunity, Lord, it is 73 did not pass the basic marks in 100 candidates. Our affidavit, Lord, says first 100 candidates was analyzed and it has been reported that they are distributed across 95 centers located in 56 cities within 18 states and UT of the country. 69, my lord, in Vanshika Yadav state.
What have you said? That the first 100.
In this regard, just read, my lord. It is submitted that allegation of the petitioner that number of students scoring high marks are only from certain center is completely unsubstantiated. In this regard, the result of top 100 candidates was analyzed and it has been reported that they are distributed across 95 centers located in 56 cities.
Yes.
Within 18 states or UTs of the country. This diverse distribution highlights the widespread participation and competitive spirit
among students from different regions and educational backgrounds.
Mr. Huda,
this is not
you on the other aspects. But if you look at, as they say, first 100 candidates are distributed in 95 centers in 56 cities in 18 states. Apart from that, as we said, the maximum we have taken in students, at least 5 or more per state. 5 or more per state. We find that distribution in 12 states and 1 union territory.
That's right.
With the highest being Maharashtra, which is, Rajasthan 19, followed by Maharashtra 12, followed by Gujarat and Bihar 7, and Karnataka 6.
Lord, yes, Lord.
For us, my lord,
67 students.
yes, they
Who secured 720 out of 720.
they are also, my lord, reduced now because of the re-examination.
Now tell us, originally 67 students.
Yes, please. They taken the figure between
Got
720 out of
720 out of 720.
yes.
Now, how many of those were in the, I think 17 were in that 1563, no?
Yes. No, not
44 means.
How much? 44?
Initially reduced. Initially,
they are reduced.
67 were there.
But
I reduced.
Yes.
Got reduced to 61 because of re-exam at Bahadurgarh. And it's 44 we are attributing to the aspect of one question paper in which 2 options were marked correct. As a result hereof, it's 44 candidates got the benefit of extra 4 marks, making it to 7 and 20. If those 44 are removed, then toppers in the entire country are only 17.
And so 44 students got the benefit of the grace marks.
Grace mark.
Not grace marks, full marks for when there was an error in the NCERT book contained the wrong answer.
Hardship is not.
No, there were 2 correct answers.
Yes, that's what we'll see here.
So anybody who gave either the NCERT answer or the actually correct answer was given, graded as correct.
If they are removed,
They were 44.
yes,
Because they would otherwise get minus, because this is a negative marking system.
Because you didn't go by the NCERT,
Your booklet didn't go by the NCERT answer, but what was truly the correct answer? They said that, look, the earlier edition of the NCERT book had also this answer.
Now,
So you treated both as correct answers.
Yes.
And those are 44 students.
and total, my lord, are otherwise 17, which in a multiple choice question, my lord, framework is possible in that out of
So now, as it stands, 61 students across India get 720 out of 720 today.
Yes.
Out of which 44 students have got the benefit of that one question where there were two correct answers were treated as the correct, 2 options were treated as correct answers.
my lord, we have
17 remains. So balance 17 really.
if 44 are the real purpose.
100% students.
No expectations.
Now tell us one thing, out of these 61 students who have now got 720 out of 720, or let me put it this way, in the top 100, are there any cases where students had changed their centers? In the entire exam, Mr. Kaushik, how many students changed their centers in the entire exam? 23 lakhs. We'll go step by step. In the 23 lakh, total number of students who appeared were 23.33 lakhs. How many students had changed their centers out of the 23.33 lakhs?
Yes, the center allotment is only on 2 aspects, only two factors. One is permanent city and the current city residence. We do not give any specific option with regard to the change of center. If the correction window is opened up, in that the field may be changed by the candidates, which will not come to our knowledge.
So that will be permanent or the current city?
Yes, it's only two options.
So once you are registered, you can't change your center.
Next, what they do is, in the name of corrections, some students change the center also, correcting the parameters or the fields of the application form. We give correction window for some time. During that process, only the possibility of change of center.
But you will never know it.
No minutes. That also has to be on the basis of minutes, the address.
But you don't have the fields which are originally filled in by the student and the corrected fields.
So far, as of now, the system doesn't catch that.
So we don't know how many students actually changed their centers when the window for correction was open.
We know the correct number of the students who utilized the reopening of the window, in which 15,000 students utilized the correction model because of
No, one second. 15,000 students utilized the window which was kept open for making corrections in their applications.
And we have
now, of the 15,000, how many had corrected the field of the center?
They shy away from
One second.
Also.
Yes.
But for them, that they should open this window. Rajasthan High Court
window to correct the fields. The window to correct the fields. How many days was that window kept open?
2 days only.
What are the days?
Well,
9th and 10th of April.
9th and 10th?
Not for correction. This is not for correction, my lords.
One second. We'll ask them.
This is actually incorrect.
1 second. Mr. Kaushik, the window to correct the fields, how many days and when was that?
24. List of dates. On 8th April, allotted page 99 of the 99 direction.
Now tell us one more thing. The candidate, when the candidate fills in the application form online, does the candidate have to fill in the city or center?
City.
City only. Center is allotted by NTA, by the computer. So what they can change is the city, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if a candidate has, say, filled in Guwahati, that candidate during that window can change it from Guwahati to Lucknow.
Yes.
But no candidate can decide on the center. Is that correct? Centers are allotted only by NTA. Just check, is that correct?
Yes.
By computer system or
by the computer system.
Center allotment is only 2 days or 3 days before the NEET's exact date of exam. So nobody would come to know which center is going to be allocated.
But that's not an issue. Center will be in the same setting.
To correct fields, you are saying?
March 28th March to 20th March, 19.
Is it correct? 18th March to 20th March?
18th March to 20th March and 11th April to 15th April.
All right, 1 second.
11th to 15th was additional. New people came in 9th and 10th.
And 11 to 15.
Yes, it's apparently 9th and 10th. 9th and she's in 9th and
now tell us one thing. How many came in? How many corrected their fields 18th and 20th March?
That NEET's data is to be found out.
But you said that 15,000, no?
That is NEET's when additional slot was opened on the basis of the court orders and representations. Further time it was given to make fresh applications.
In April?
Yes, please.
So 15,000.
Yes.
945.
How many came in? How many corrected their fields? 15th April, you said, no?
No, 8th April to 10th April.
No.
Correction window is 8th to 15.
Notification was 8th April dated, and the window was open for 9th and 10th.
for new registration. For new registration, not for correction, and for correction which, sir, I am reading for you from your affidavit.
Yes,
from
sir.
your document.
What is the page?
I was at page number 99.
Just read it.
Page number 99. This is a public notice dated 13th March 2022. The subject is correction in particulars on the online application form of National Eligibility cum Entrance Exam UG 2024. Now, my lord, I am reading the box, the relevant part. NEET 2024 UG. Duration of correction 18th March to 20th March 2024 up to 11:50 p.m.
Right.
Field for correction. So he is even not disclosing that what field. It was specifically mentioned that field for correction is as per Annexure A, and that Annexure A was filed on the next page. All fields. This is very important.
So between 18th and 20th March, you could correct all fields.
All fields and update documents except the contact mobile number, email. So other than everything else.
Now, which was the second window? We got the first window, 18th to 20th March. What is the second window?
The second window is 9th of April and 10th of April. For 2 days, the second window opened for a new application, a new registration.
At page
that was for 15,000. They will not say that this is unprecedented. It never happened earlier. They say that they were directed to do this by the Rajasthan High Court. Rajasthan High Court order is on record, which pertained to only one candidate. And High Court said, for this candidate, you permit him the registration.
So 9th and 10th April 2024, you say there were 15,000 fresh registrants.
24,000 as per our information.
Now, let's ask you Mr. Kaushik. Now, 18th to 20th March 24, how many corrections? That is the window for corrections. Do we have figures about that?
That we will have to look.
All right. And 9th to the 10th of April, how many new applications came?
Yes, that according to our information, we have given the data minutes 15,000 applications. New applications were received.
We'll take your data, just official data.
And one more important change of center is concerned. The petitioners have focus only at Godhra.
In Godhra, the change of center was by only 34 persons, out of which only 16 could be allotted the change of center.
They are not getting any admission.
They are not getting minutes any.
So come again for change of centers.
Yes.
Was by NTA, you changed the center.
By the candidates.
Permitted change of.
Yes.
No, but we took it that the candidate has no choice of change of center.
Correction
No,
of
city.
City. I stand corrected.
Right.
City.
Right. So,
For example, Jaipur to Gujarat. And out of.
So do we have any data on how many students all over the country, say in the first 108,000, we'll now focus on 108,000, no better, had changed their cities?
We will get that data, but we have got the data of Godhra only. It's because the Godhra was the only.
So how many of the 108,000 would have changed their cities? We would like to know that.
That will be possible.
And we would also like to see the distribution of which were the cities that they changed. Was there?
My dear students and parents, this is Daniel and welcome back to the channel. So NEET 2024 examination cases Supreme Court hearing போயிட்டு இருக்கு. ஸோ நீங்கள் அதான் லைவ்ல பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க. Honorable Justice அவங்களுடைய விசாரணைகளை இது பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அண்ட் இப்போதைக்கு சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்ல இருந்து சொல்லக்கூடிய மிக முக்கியமான விஷயம் என்னன்னு சொல்லிட்டீங்கன்னா, ரீ எக்ஸாமினேஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது என்டையராக இருக்கக்கூடிய எல்லா மாணவர்களுக்கும் திரும்ப வைக்கணும் அப்படின்னா அதற்கு ஒரு ஸ்ட்ராங்கான ஒரு கான்க்ரீட் ப்ரூஃப் அப்படிங்கிறது தேவை அப்படிங்கிறத சொல்கிறாங்க. இந்திய அளவில் இது பாதிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கா, அல்ல இந்திய அளவில் இந்த கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் லீக் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து ஸ்ப்ரெட் ஆயிருக்கா அப்படிங்கிறத பற்றி ஆனரபிள் ஜஸ்டிஸும் சரி, நம்மளுடைய என்டிஏ தரப்புல இருந்து சாலிசிட்டர் ஜெனரலும் சரி, இது மாதிரி பெட்டிஷனர்ஸ் தரப்புல இருந்தும் சரி நிறைய விதமான ஆர்குமெண்ட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது போகுது. இப்போ கரண்ட்டாக இதை பற்றி பேசிட்டு இருக்கலாம்னு சொல்லி கேட்டிங்கன்னா, 1563 மாணவர்களுக்கு கிரேஸ் மார்க் கொடுக்கப்பட்டது இல்லையா? கிரேஸ் மார்க் கொடுக்கப்பட்டதில் எத்தனை மாணவர்கள் இந்த டாப் 100ல டாப் அந்த 720 out of 720ல எத்தனை பேர் இருக்காங்க அப்படிங்கிறத கேட்டாங்க. அதில் 44 மாணவர்கள் இந்த 1563 மாணவர்களில் இருக்கிறதாக சொல்கிறாங்க. அதுபோக நமக்கு பெட்டிஷனர் தரப்பாக நம்ம பேசும்போது அவங்க சொல்கிற முக்கியமான விஷயம் என்னன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டிங்கன்னா, நமக்கு இந்த ஐஐடியிலேருந்து கொடுத்த அந்த அஃபிடவிட்டில், அதாவது அவங்க கொடுத்த அந்த டேட்டா அனாலிட்டிக்ஸில் நிறைய விதமான மிஸ்டேக்ஸ் இருக்குது அப்படிங்கிறத சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. அண்ட் அதுலேயும் கூட நம்மளுடைய மாணவர்களும் சரி அல்லது அந்த ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டேட்டில் ஒவ்வொரு சிட்டியில் அவங்க கொடுத்துருக்கிற நம்பர்ஸும் ஆக்சுவல் நம்பர்ஸும் மேட்ச் ஆகலை அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து ஹைலைட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ அது போக நமக்கு வந்து ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் சென்டரில் வந்து எக்ஸாமினேஷன் கொஷின் பேப்பர் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து லீக் ஆகலை. ஐ மீன் கொஷின் பேப்பரை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஆக்சுவலாக அந்த கொஷின் பேப்பரில் டைம் டிலே அப்படிங்கிறது நடக்கவே இல்லை. ஆனால் இன்க்ளூடிங் தட் சென்டர் அந்த கிரேஸ் மார்க் அப்படிங்கிறது கொடுக்கப்பட்டது அப்படிங்கிறதையும் ஹைலைட் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஆர்குமெண்ட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது போகுது. ஸோ சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டில் மாணவர்கள் ஜஸ்டிஸ் கூடிய சீக்கிரத்தில் ஜட்ஜ்மெண்ட் அப்படிங்கிறது ஐ மீன் ஏதோ ஒரு இன்டர்ம் ஆர்டர் அப்படிங்கிறது கொடுப்பாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நினைக்கிறேன். ஸோ கிட்டத்தட்ட நிறைய ஒரு 1 hour மேலே இதே என்கொயரிஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. நிறைய மாணவர்கள் சென்டர்ஸை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, எக்ஸாம் சென்டர்ஸை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணியிருக்காங்கனால அவங்க எப்படி சேஞ்ச் பண்ண முடிஞ்சிச்சு அப்படிங்கிறது கேட்கும்போது மாணவர்கள் நமக்கு தெரியும் நீட் ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் பண்ணும்போது எக்ஸாம் சிட்டியை தான் நம்ம வந்து சூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது, சென்டரை நம்ம சூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. இப்போ நமக்கு என்டிஏ தரப்புலேருந்து அல்லது அவங்க கொடுக்குற அந்த அவங்க சப்மிட் பண்ணுற ஆர்குமெண்ட்ஸ் என்ன அப்படின்னா கரெக்ஷன் விண்டோ ஓப்பன் ஆன டைமில் ஒரு சில மாணவர்கள் அவங்களுடைய அட்ரஸை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்க முடியும். அட்ரஸை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணியிருக்கிறதுனால அதனால் அவங்க அந்த சென்டர்ஸை மேபி மாற்றிருக்கலாம் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு இதை சொல்கிறாங்க. அப்படி இருந்தும் சென்டர்ஸை சூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது, பட் எக்ஸாம் சிட்டியை தான் அவங்களால சேஞ்ச் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படிங்கிறத சொல்கிறாங்க. எக்ஸாம் சிட்டி அது மட்டும் தான் மாணவர்கள் ப்ரிஃபரன்ஸில் நம்ம 2 சாய்ஸ் கொடுத்துருப்போம், அதை தான் கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க. பட் எக்ஸாம் சென்டர் வந்து சிஸ்டம் தான் அலோகேட் பண்ணுச்சு அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து ஹைலைட் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ இதுதான் இந்த ஆர்குமெண்ட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது போயிட்டு இருக்கு. மோஸ்ட் லைக்லி அடுத்து என்ன சொல்ல போகிறாங்க அப்படிங்கிறத நம்ம புரிஞ்சு பார்க்கலாம்.
I only wanted to say one sentence. Hear me in one sentence.
One sentence.
One sentence only. The whole question before the court is whether the test should be examination be cancelled or and a re-examination to be conducted. The discussion is far away from that.
No. This is the heart of it. We have to look at the evidence, the underlying evidentiary record to see whether
that is a major administrative decision. It is not depending on a minor irregularity here or there. It's a major administrative decision. For a minor irregularity here or there.
All right. Mr. Nedumara, 1 second. We were a little confused. Are you on this side or on that side?
I am for the petitioners and my submission is...
You are saying no retest?
No, Manod, absolutely. The only way is to conduct a retest.
Okay. Then that's...
And Manod, I want to use a very soft terminology. Very soft terminology. I discussed with the IIT professor. He used a strong terminology. I am not using it. He used the terminology the professor used was the IIT report. He said there are 3 types of lies. Lies, damn lies, and now IIT report.
data. Let's not.
No, I'm not using it. I'm not saying that. I'm
use adjective.
No, I'm not using.
That's not fair. Mr. Nedumara, also 1 second. Let's not just damn it's an institute. It's so easy to say something about a premier institute. Give us core facts. Give us core facts.
No, my lord, I'm very soft on them.
Core facts.
If my lord were to hear the full, if I can point out just one aspect and that's exam, my lord, but if I can just say one aspect before my lord.
All right, we'll come back after lunch. Yes, man. That is association matter.
Scope of the lordship to take
Definitely, we'll keep it in the first week of August and we'll take this up because a lot of matters across India are dependent on this.
Pending. Thousands. Thing is, remember, because this matter, the canon matter was passed by 3 judges.
Right.
Therefore, it has to be.
It has to be 3 judges. It will be before this regular bench.
Yes,
it will be before me and my 2 colleagues. So we are seized of the matter.
As it pleases.
But I think 3 is the Google matter.
I appear for Google. Your lordship recalls your lordship.
What we'll have to do is, are the compilations ready in Google?
Yeah.
Everything is done. Give dates in September.
Today, Mr. Sarvin, only because we have the NEET matter and literally lakhs of people all over the country are waiting for the outcome of this matter.
No, in September, Malad. Give dates in September.
Probably in the first week of September, so that we can conclude.
Malad, a little later, I have the Indus Valley dispute before the neutral expert in September.
Second week of September, Marathon.
After 15th, Malad. After 15th, any day.
Submissions have not been received, the court master says. So you'll have to email them.
That will make sure are sorted out.
Why don't you give us on the side of Mr. Salve one nodal counsel?
Lordships, yes, I've filed it. We filed it on the 3rd of October. We'll file it again. We'll send an email again. It's been filed.
All right.
Who's the nodal counsel on your side?
Mr. Chandelier is the nodal counsel.
Mr. Chandelier, and what about Mr. Venkatraman?
I have already said in the learn.
Check. Fine, my dear students and parents, என்னோட வாய்ஸ் இப்போ கிளியராக இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஹோப் மை வாய்ஸ் இஸ் கிளியர். லைவ் சேட்டில் மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் மென்ஷன் பண்ணுங்கள். இஸ் மை வாய்ஸ் கிளியர்? எஸ், தேங்க்யூ சர்ஜன், தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச். அண்ட் திஸ் இஸ் ஆல் அபவுட் கோர்ட் வந்து இப்போ லஞ்சுக்கு போயிருக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ ஹானரபிள் ஜட்ஜஸ் அண்ட் சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் இஸ் ஆன் த பிரேக், லஞ்ச் பிரேக் அப்புறம் திரும்ப இதே பெஞ்ச் வந்து திரும்ப நீட் விஷயங்களை வந்து எடுத்து விசாரிப்பாங்கன்னு சொல்லி சொல்கிறாங்க. ஒட்டுமொத்தமாக இன்றைக்கி வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா நீட் 2024 எக்ஸாமினேஷனுக்குரிய எக்ஸாமினேஷன் வைங்க அப்படின்ற ஒரு விஷயம் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து ஹியரிங்க்கு வந்தது. அட் த சேம் டைம் இந்த எக்ஸாமினேஷனை கேன்சல் பண்ணுங்கள், ரீடெஸ்ட் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணுங்கள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி இது வந்துச்சு. அண்ட் அந்த அலிகேட்டட் இர்ரெகுலாரிட்டிஸை பற்றின என்கொயரிஸ் அப்படிங்கிறதும் வந்துருந்துச்சு. ஆல்ரெடி நமக்கு என்டிஏவும் சரி, சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டில் சென்ட்ரல் கவர்மெண்ட்டும் சரி அவங்களுடைய அஃபிடவிட்டை இது பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. சிபிஐ தரப்பில் இருந்தும் சீல்டு கவரில் இந்த அஃபிடவிட் அப்படிங்கிறது ஃபைல் பண்ணப்பட்டது. நேற்றுக்கு இதை பற்றி நம்ம ஒரு வீடியோ போட்டிருந்தோம். நமக்கு வந்து சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டில் யாரெல்லாம் என்னென்ன விஷயங்களை சொல்லியிருக்கிறாங்க அப்படிங்கிறத பற்றி எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணி வீடியோ போட்டிருந்தோம். தெர் இஸ் நோ வைட் ஸ்ப்ரெட் அப்படிங்கிறத 3 தரப்பு ரெஸ்பாண்டன்ஸும் சொல்கிறாங்க. சிபிஐயும் அதை தான் சொல்கிறாங்க, சென்ட்ரல் கவர்மெண்ட்டும் அதை தான் சொல்கிறாங்க, என்டிஏவும் அதை தான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ இப்படி இருக்கிற சூழ்நிலையில் தான் மாணவர்கள் பெற்றோர்களுக்கு வந்து இந்த நீட் எக்ஸாமினேஷன் அப்படிங்கிற இந்த எக்ஸாம் இப்போவே இப்போ வாங்கியிருக்கிற மார்க் வச்சே கவுன்சிலிங் நடத்திடுவாங்களா அல்லது திரும்ப ஒரு முறை எக்ஸாம் வைப்பாங்களா அப்படிங்கிறதா பல லட்சம் மாணவர்களுடைய கேள்வியாக இருந்துச்சு. இப்போ வரைக்கும் அதற்குரிய பதில் அப்படிங்கிறது கிடைக்கல. நம்மளுடைய ஜட்ஜஸும் சரி அல்லது அந்த கோர்ட்டினுடைய ப்ரொசீடிங்ஸும் சரி எக்ஸாமினேஷன் வைக்கலாம் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி எந்த விதமான போக்கும் போகலை. அவங்க சொன்னதெல்லாம் வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா எக்ஸாமினேஷன் எக்ஸாமினேஷன் வைக்கிறதாக இருந்தால் அதுக்குன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு சாலிட் எவிடன்ஸ் எங்களுக்கு வேணும், வைட் ஸ்ப்ரெட் நடந்ததுக்குரிய சாலிட் எவிடன்ஸ் எங்களுக்கு வேணும் அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து அவங்க ஹைலைட் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. அந்த மாதிரியான எந்த விதமான எவிடன்ஸஸும் எங்களுக்கு இப்போ வரைக்கும் கிடைக்கல அப்படிங்கிறதையும் சொல்லியிருக்கிறாங்க. அண்டு நமக்கு வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நெடும்பாரா அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு லாயர் வந்து எப்படி சொல்லியிருக்காருன்னு சொல்லிக்கிட்டா ஐஐடி மெட்ராஸ் கொடுத்த ரிப்போர்ட்டை வந்து இட்ஸ் அ லை அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொன்னார். அண்ட் ஹானரபிள் ஜஸ்டிஸ் வந்து அந்த மாதிரி வார்த்தைகளை நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. அவங்க சில டேட்டா அனலிட்டிக்ஸ் எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு தான் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. டோன்ட் யூஸ் அப்ஜெக்டிவ்ஸ் அகைன்ஸ்ட் ப்ரீமியர் இன்ஸ்டியூட், கிவ் அஸ் ஸ்கோர் ஃபேக்ட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறதையும் அவங்க சொல்லியிருக்கிறாங்க. அண்ட் 15,000 மாணவர்கள், அதாவது 1563 மாணவர்களுக்கு வந்து இந்த கிரேஸ் மார்க் கொடுக்கப்பட்டது இல்லையா, அந்த கிரேஸ் மார்க் கொடுக்கப்பட்டதுலையும் கூட சரியான நடைமுறை அப்படிங்கிறது பின்பற்றப்படலை அப்படிங்கிறத சொல்கிறாங்க. ஹவவர் அந்த 1563 மாணவர்களுடைய விஷயங்களையும் அவசரமாக என்டிஏ வந்து இது பண்ணிட்டு நாங்கள் வந்து கேன்சல் பண்ணிடுறோம், கிரேஸ் மார்க் கேன்சல் பண்ணுறோம், எக்ஸாம் வைக்கிறோம்னு சொல்லி அதை பூசி மூழ்கிட்டாங்க அப்படிங்கிறது தான் நமக்கு வந்து இன்னைக்கு பெட்டிஷனர் தரப்புல வாதிட்ட விஷயமா இருக்கு. ஏன்னா அந்த 1563 மாணவர்களில் ஒரு சில பர்டிகுலர் ஸ்கூல்ல வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா 2 சென்டர்ஸ்ல இருந்து கேனரா பேங்க்ல இருந்து எஸ்பிஐ பேங்க்ல இருந்து கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் அப்படிங்கிறத எடுத்துட்டு வந்திருந்தாங்க. ரெண்டுமே கரெக்டான டைமுக்கு வந்துருந்துச்சு, கரெக்டான டைமுக்கு கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் இஷ்யூ பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. பட் ஸ்டில் அந்த சென்டர்ல எழுதின மாணவர்களுக்கு கிரேஸ் மார்க் அப்படிங்கிறது கொடுக்கப்பட்டது. அந்த பள்ளியினுடைய பிரின்சிபல் வந்து, அந்த ஸ்கூலினுடைய பிரின்சிபல் வந்து யூடியூப்ல லைவ்ல வந்து சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, தேர் இஸ் நோ டைம் டிலே இன் ஆர் ஸ்கூல் அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து அவங்களும் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அது யூடியூப்ல இருக்கு, நாங்கள் வேணா உங்களுக்கு காமிக்கிறோம் அப்படிங்கிற அளவுக்கு பெட்டிஷனர் தரப்புல இருந்து சொன்னாங்க. அப்போ அந்த 1563 மாணவர்களுக்கு எந்த விதத்துல பேஸ்ட் ஆன் வாட் பேசிஸ் இந்த கிரேஸ் மார்க் அப்படிங்கிறது கொடுக்கப்பட்டதுங்கிற கிளாரிட்டி இல்லை அப்படின்றாங்க. பட் ஹவவர் அது வந்து நமக்கு கேசஸ் எல்லாம் அதுக்குரிய இதே வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எக்ஸாம் வச்சுட்டாங்க. விருப்பப்பட்ட மாணவர்கள் மட்டும் எழுதினாங்க, சில பேர் வேண்டான்னு சொல்லி விட்டாங்க. அந்த 1563 மாணவர்களில் 44 மாணவர்கள் இந்த டாப் ரேங்க்ல உள்ள இருக்கிறாங்க அப்படிங்கிறதையும் பார்க்குறாங்க. அதே மாதிரி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கிட்டத்தட்ட 15,000 மாணவர்கள் கரெக்ஷன் விண்டோவில் கரெக்ஷன்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, எஸ்பெஷலி சென்டர் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க அப்படிங்கிறத சொல்கிறாங்க. இந்த 15,000 மாணவர்கள் சென்டரை சூஸ் பண்ண முடிஞ்சா அல்லது எக்ஸாம் சிட்டியை சூஸ் பண்ண முடிஞ்சா அப்படிங்கிறத கேள்விக்கு நமக்கு வந்து என்டிஏ தரப்புல இருந்து அவங்க கொடுத்த விளக்கம் என்னன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டிங்கன்னா, they were not allowed to choose the center. நமக்கே தெரியும் இல்லைங்களா, நீட் எக்ஸாம் ரிஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் பண்ணும்போது சென்டரை வந்து நம்மளால சூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. பட் த எக்ஸாம் சிட்டி எய்தர் இட் வில் பி நம்மளுடைய கரண்ட் சிட்டியாக இருக்கும் அல்லது பர்மனன்ட் அட்ரஸாக இருக்கும். நம்மளோட பர்மனன்ட் அட்ரஸ் அல்லது ப்ரெசென்ட் அட்ரஸில் இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த சிட்டிக்குள்ளே, இப்போ கோயம்புத்தூர்னா கோயம்புத்தூர் நீங்கள் ரெண்டுமே கோயம்புத்தூர்னு கொடுத்துருந்தீங்கன்னா அதை தான் காட்டிக்கும், ரெண்டு பக்கத்தில் உள்ள ஊர்கள் மட்டும் காமிக்கும். அப்போது வேறு இடங்களில் ஒரு வேளை கோயம்புத்தூர் சென்னைன்னு கொடுத்துருந்தா இந்த 2 சிட்டியில் ஏதாவது ஒரு சிட்டியை தான், இந்த 2 சிட்டியை மட்டும் தான் நம்மளால் சூஸ் பண்ணவே முடியும், ஆப்ஷன் 1 ஆப்ஷன் 2 அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு. சென்டரை வந்து சூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து நமக்கு வந்து சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ இப்போதைக்கு வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ரீநீட் எக்ஸாமினேஷன் வைக்கலாம் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த கேள்விக்கு ஹானரபிள் ஜஸ்டிஸ் சொன்ன பதில் என்னவா இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டிங்கன்னா, இப்போதைக்கு ரீநீட் எக்ஸாமினேஷனுக்கு அலோவ் பண்ணுறதுக்குரிய வாய்ப்புகள் இல்லை, அதுக்கு சாலிட் எவிடன்சஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது தேவை அப்படிங்கிறதையும் ஹைலைட் பண்ணியிருக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ இதுதான் இப்போதைக்கு சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டில் வந்த நிலவரமாக இருக்குது. ஸோ மோஸ்ட் லைக்லி ஆஃப்டர் லஞ்சுக்கு அப்புறம் நமக்கு வந்து வருகிற இதில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஏதாவது ஒரு இன்ட்ரிம் ஆர்டர் கொடுப்பாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நம்ம எதிர்பார்க்குறோம். ஸோ லெட்ஸ் வெயிட், என்ன நடக்குது அப்படிங்கிறத பொறுத்திருந்து பார்க்கலாம். இதை பற்றி நீங்கள் என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க அப்படிங்கிறத கூட கமெண்ட் செக்ஷனில் டைப் பண்ணுங்கள். அண்ட் நமக்கு வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ரீநீட் எக்ஸாமினேஷன் வருவதற்குரிய வாய்ப்புகள் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து பெருசாக தெரியல அப்படின்னு தான் நம்ம சொல்ல முடியுது. அண்ட் அகைன் அவங்க இந்த ஐஐடி தரப்புலேருந்து கொடுக்கப்பட்ட அந்த அஃபிடவிட்டில் இருந்து அவங்க கொடுத்த அந்த டேட்டா அனாலிட்டிக்ஸில் சில முக்கியமான ஃபைண்டிங்ஸையும் பெட்டிஷனர் தரப்புல இருந்து கண்டுபிடிச்சிருந்தாங்க. உதாரணத்துக்கு சொல்லணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டிங்கன்னா, நமக்கு 61 மாணவர்கள் இருந்தாங்க இல்லைங்களா, 61 மாணவர்களில் 720க்கு 720 எடுத்த மாணவர்களில் எத்தனை மாணவர்கள் வந்து ஜஸ்ட் ஓப்பன் இட் ஸோ தட் உங்களுக்கு ஸ்க்ரீனில் காமிச்சா இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் கரெக்டாக இருக்கும். எஸ்பெஷலி பீப்புள் ஃப்ரம் அந்த டாப் 100 ரேங்க்ல எத்தனை மாணவர்கள் இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது, பீகாரில் 2 பேர், அதே மாதிரி கர்நாடகாவில் 5 பேர், தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருந்து 3 பேர், ராஜஸ்தானில் 3 பேர், உத்தரப்பிரதேசில் 4 பேர் அப்படிங்கிறதெல்லாம் கொடுத்துருக்குறாங்க. இந்த நம்பர்ஸ் வந்து ஒரு 17 மாணவர்களுக்கு மட்டும்தான் கொடுக்கப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. ஆக்சுவலாக இது டாப் 100 மெம்பர்ஸ்க்குமே அதை கொடுத்துருக்க வேண்டியது தானே அப்படிங்கிறது பெட்டிஷனர் தரப்பில் கொடுத்த ஒரு கேள்வியாக இருந்துச்சு. அதே மாதிரி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சில சென்டர்ஸை சொல்லி அதில் வந்து நம்பர்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து வேரியேஷன் இருக்குது. ஆக்சுவலாக ஃபஸ்ட்டு என்டிஏ ரிசல்ட் ரிலீஸ் பண்ணும்போது டாப் 100 கொடுத்தாங்க இல்லையா, அதை வச்சு அவங்க எடுத்திருக்கிற அந்த ஃபிகரும் இவங்க இந்த டாப் 100 சிட்டி வைஸ் சென்டர் வைஸுங்கிற அலாட்மெண்ட் எல்லாம் போட்டு ஒரு டேபிள் காலம்லாம் போட்டு கொடுத்துருக்கிற அந்த நம்பர்ஸ்க்கும் சில வேரியேஷன்ஸ் இருக்குது அப்படிங்கிறத சொல்கிறாங்க. ரெண்டாவது அந்த கிராஃபையே வந்து கொஷின் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ அந்த கிராஃபில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த 720, 700 to 720, 680 to 700 to அந்த ரேஞ்சில் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து பெல் ஷேப்பில் கர்வில் வருது அப்படிங்கிறதெல்லாம் கரெக்டாக இது பண்ண முடியல அப்படிங்கிறதையும் சொல்லியிருக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ இதுதான் இன்னைக்கு சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டில் போயிருக்கிற ஹியரிங். ஸோ லெட்ஸ் வெயிட் இந்த மாதிரி அப்டேட் வருது அப்படிங்கிறத ஆஃப்டர் லஞ்சுக்கு அப்புறம் நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் ஃபார் ஜாயினிங் இந்த லைவ். இதுவரை நீங்கள் இந்த வீடியோ ஒரு வேளை லைக் பண்ணாமல் இருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா மறக்காமல் வீடியோ லைக் பண்ணிவிடுங்க. அண்ட் வேறு ஏதாவது கேள்விகளோ சந்தேகங்களோ இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னு நினச்சிங்க அப்படின்னா கீழே கமெண்ட் செக்ஷனை டைப் பண்ணுங்கள். அடுத்தடுத்த வீடியோவில் அதுக்குரிய பதிலையும் பார்க்கலாம். ஸோ ஆல் தி பெஸ்ட் அண்ட் தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.